A very good morning, everyone, and welcome to the India Affiliate Summit 2020. Conceptualized in the year 2015, India Affiliate Summit has been the premier meeting point for the leaders from the affiliate marketing space. This summit is spread across 2 days with 25 plus exhibitors, 60 plus speakers, and 700 plus companies participate. The theme for this year is India and Beyond. Thank you everyone for joining us today. I am your host, Shivani Agrawal, on behalf of entire IEMEI team, welcomes you once again. Before we move ahead, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our partners, vCommission, ValueLeaf, Microsoft, InMobi, AdPub.social, Admitat, CollectSend Ads, Branch, Offer18, Amar Ujala, The Indian Express, Celebite, and Nielsen. Without any further ado, let's start off the day with a welcome note by Ms. Parul Bhargava, Chief Executive Officer, vCommission. Over to you, Ms. Bhargava.
Thank you so much. A very good morning to everyone. It's a wonderful Wednesday morning in October, and this is possibly the most amusing yet strange keynote address where there is no stage, there is no mic checking, there is no early morning rush as to how many attendees are queued up at the registration booths and when do we start. So it's a very interesting experience giving a keynote, not looking at the audience but by my computer screen, which possibly all of us have been doing for the past 5 months now. So I will try to make this look as normal as possible, and I would expect your interaction, your questions coming along so that this makes me also feel that I'm talking to a real audience. I will share my screen. I hope everyone can see my screen. So today I'm kicking off the 6th edition of India Affiliate Summit, which was conceptualized in 2015, 6th year. What a journey it has been. And here we are welcoming India Affiliate Summit 2020. The hashtag for this year is IAS20. So all of you who want to tag the event, who want to give cheers and shout out to the event, please tag IAS20 and India Affiliate Summit handles. For all of you, those who have been attending my keynotes on time, that is, who have been on time to the show, you know that my keynote is split in 2 parts. One is the introduction to the show, and the other one is my keynote. So I will follow the same trend this year as well. Well, before we begin, who am I? I think this year has been about knowing each other personally, because we have seen each other's personal space a lot while we have been interacting virtually. So this is just a little different introduction about myself. For all those who already know me, know that I have been in the affiliate space for more than a decade now. And at this point, I am the CEO for vCommission, which is India's leading affiliate network, heading a team of about 100 people. That's me professionally. Personally, I feel I'm a smiling face, a good listener, a very fierce businesswoman, a confident speaker. Family-wise, I am mother to a baby girl and a lab. Well, a very interesting quote that I strongly believe in says, affiliate marketing has made businesses millions and ordinary people millionaires. Everyone kind of knows my personal love for affiliates, and my last keynote was all about how affiliate marketers are the best salesperson on the internet, hands down, and I strongly believe in that. However, the quote itself is very interesting, and it won't be wrong in saying that I also am one of the live examples sitting right here or talking in front of all of you. So this is one of my favorite quotes about affiliate marketing. Now that you know enough about me, let me tell you about the show and how it has shaped up over the past 5 years. This was our first year when IMAI launched India Affiliate Summit for the first time. It was a very, very overwhelming experience because back then, even till date now, a lot of people do not believe, a lot of people in India, in our country, do not believe in the power of affiliate marketing and how it can leverage their business. So, in the first show, when the entire community was expecting a few hundreds to show up. We showed up as 1,600 delegates, and it was a huge success. It was in an event it was in a venue in New Delhi called the Lalit, and I clearly imagine how claustrophobic, how amazingly positively claustrophobic the show had become. The next year was the second edition where we moved to a bigger event. Obviously, we had a bigger venue and DJ Akhil rocked our party. So that was the second edition for India Affiliate Summit. Needless to say how much we will miss those rocking parties. 2017 was the third edition for India Affiliate Summit, where more than 2,400 delegates showed up from across the world. 2018, we introduced Masterclass. This was the most amazing introduction to any Indian show till date, where experts from different industries come forward and share their secrets without any fee, without any apprehensions, without any covers or curtains. So this got a very, very positive feedback from all the upcoming affiliates and performance marketeers from our country. And last year, obviously, was our biggest so far with 2,700 delegates participating. And we also introduced India Affiliate Awards. However, because of the virtuality of the show this year, awards won't be continued this year. But let's hope next year we are all back with a bang. Well, this is 2020, and as you can see, we are all interacting virtually. So, what to look out for in this year? I think over the past 5 months, we have all been interacting virtually with people whom we already know or getting in contact through our circle, personally and professionally both. I think IAS 20 gives us a very good opportunity to interact with everyone in the fraternity whom personally or professionally you might not have passed your paths, and just say a hi. The platform, I think, where you are already logged on and listening to me is a very interesting one, where you can visit booths, you can visit keynotes, you can visit halls, you can attend sessions, you can drop by, see who is available, who is at which place in the exhibition area, drop in, say hi. So I think also have video calls and video meetings if you want online during these 2 days. So I think this is an amazing opportunity to network virtually, where from the past 5 months we have all been confined in our rooms and at our homes, where we are not going out. So I think for me personally, I'm really looking out for an opportunity to interact with all of you. Whenever you have time, please drop in and say hi to me as well. I would love to know more about what you do, as you would like to know about what other people are doing at the moment. The software offers very easy navigation, so you can just navigate from one place to another, with the click of a mouse. I know by the end of the day, we will not complain about paining heels. We will not complain about how tired we are, but still the software offers a very easy navigation through the different parts of the event that are happening virtually. The event will also help you get a better recall of whom you met. So obviously we are not collecting any paper cards, but through the briefcase you can download all the contacts and collateral of the people whom you met, whatever you like, and you can download them later on before you exit the show. So this is all virtual. This will all be in your system for your future recall whenever and however you want it. So no misplaced cards, no misplaced brochures, no misplaced memories, I would say. And for future reference, you can also view the sessions and panels that are happening. So if two parallel records are happening, you can come back and view the other one, maybe late in the evening or even after the show. So these will be recorded for your future reference. So that's about it for what to look out for in 2020. We would love to know about your experience, how this whole virtual experience turned out for you. Please reach out to IMAI team, reach out to me. I would love to have a chat about how things are going with you. Having said that, I would now move to the keynote address and the part where we talk about kind of usual yarn, and we talk about numbers, we talk about what's happening in what industry. Well, this year is kind of very different. It caught everyone off guard. We don't have precedent case studies, we don't have track records, we don't have trends that we can refer to and see what to pivot, what to predict, what to talk about, what is going on in the world. Because I think over the past 5 months we have all been figuring out what to do, how to do it, what's going on. So like the topic that everyone kind of talks about these days, COVID, I will also be talking about impact of COVID and trends to look out for. In India, our financial year is April to March, and fortunately, unfortunately, coincidentally, surprisingly, shockingly, whatever way, but this virus just hit our country and pushed us into a lockdown, into our homes, just days before the financial year started. So technically 6 months, that is halfway down into the financial year, and we are still at the same place where we were. So I know a lot of marketeers, I know a lot of people in our industry who love to travel the world, who flaunt their passports and show different events that they attended, growth of business, meeting new people, finding new opportunities, seeing what's going on in the world. But unfortunately, we've all been in the same four walls, maybe a little more decorated, maybe a little more accustomed to staying in the four walls. But yes, that's where we are. But fortunately, our businesses are not the same. Fortunately or unfortunately, our businesses are not the same. Businesses continue to evolve, companies continue to evolve. Everyone is trying to adopt in one way or the other to maintain their businesses, to maintain the same trajectory which any company would predict to reach out to when a financial year begins. So I think my talk is going to be more about my learnings from my company, my business, my industry, our industry, but it will have a lot of personal touch as to what I read, what vCommission went through, and how we kind of evolved in these 6 months, and what are we looking forward to in the next 6 months. So, like I said, COVID has impacted in unexpected ways. None of us expected or prepared for this kind of an event to show up in our lives. I think we all at one point or the other plan for plan A's and plan B's for our business. But the way this COVID hit our industry, our country, the world was something that possibly none of us were prepared for. So let's just see what is my take on that? Well, the stay-at-home movement was started a few days before the financial year started, end of March, where it was expected that the lockdown is going to be 2 weeks or a few weeks, even for the most pessimistic ones, that after that we will all come back to normal. And some very optimistic ones were talking about this is just a hoax and this will just all go away. So let's just see what my take is and what I observed during the COVID period, the initial few months. So obviously, first I want to talk about the negative impact. There was disruption of the global supply chain internationally as well as locally, and businesses were impacted. There were impact of import, export, delivery. So the whole global supply chain that impacts one industry or the other as a chain was hugely disrupted. There was shift in e-commerce. So pre-COVID, essentials and non-essentials were not a category that marketeers talked about. And we talked about different categories like mother and baby, home essential, office supplies, and whatnot. But this COVID duration split our category, our needs, our thought process into two very important categorization, that is essential versus non-essential. We read a lot of news about businesses around the globe, how they are struggling, how they are pivoting, how they are trying to cope up with the whole stay at home movement that the world was going through in one phase or the other. So this depressing news obviously impacted marketeers' mindset, I think, the most, because our business is dependent on life at large, and what we market is actually product and services that people are going out and buying. So obviously this news of how businesses were struggling, how the travel industry suddenly came to a standstill, definitely impacted all of us. And needless to say, while the world was trying to figure out what to do, all the business leaders decided to uh, reduce slash minimize the marketing budgets, while everyone was trying to figure out how to go back to normal and how soon can we go back to normal. So I think the first few months all these news was out in the market and we were all trying to figure out what to do. Now, apart from all the negatives, obviously, as two parts of a coin, there is positivity as well. With affiliate marketing, I feel the biggest trends of this industry have played out in the past 6 months, because when we talk about affiliates are not bound by industry, affiliates are not bound by media, affiliates are not bound by a brand. This totally came into play, and I, for myself, interacted with so many affiliates who actually saw their highest months amongst these past 6 months, where other businesses and big brands were, talking about pivoting and losses. So I will talk more about that, because this is something that is very, very interesting, and this is something that helped us cope up, and this is something that I would like to take all of us I would like all of us to take away from my talk, to see what other people are doing, how they are still continuing to increase their business, especially the affiliates. So when the stay at home movement started, the whole outgoing activity was restricted. On one hand, everyone was slashing their marketing budgets, but there were more and more people coming online. The online audience, and their stickiness was increasing. Their trends to consume content were changing and evolving for the better. So increased online time spent and increased traffic is something that most content providers saw. drop in CPC rates. As I told you on the left side of my slide, that the marketeers, the brand managers try to pull down the plug and try to cut off or minimize their marketing spends. More and more traffic was available, and there was a drop in CPC rates. So that means there was more traffic available cheaper for all the affiliate marketers out there, for all the marketeers, experimental marketeers out there, to go out and experiment. There were profound changes in search trends. So from pre-COVID times, where people would search a lot about places to go out, places to go for vacation, places to visit, suddenly these search trends were changing to in-home equipment, be it exercise, be it shop home essentials, different varieties of yoga mats, home desks, and such search trends. We saw a big change in search trends during this time. And obviously, there was a big shuffle and shuttling of whatever industries and trends for 2020 as they were speculated. I am going to talk a little bit more about this. So this is a very interesting graph that I picked up from neilpatel.com, a very well-known affiliate marketer globally. So here he talks about traffic growth or decline due to COVID, and this is 5 months data, April to September, where different industries are shown and how COVID impacted them. Obviously, this is against all speculations, all trends, all predictions that people made in early 2019. Now, a very interesting segment that we see here are 5 important categories that came up as growth, who saw growth in their business in terms of traffic in the 5 months of COVID, when we were all staying at home and trying to juggle our work-life balance. That includes this is all global, so this is not specific to India, this is global data. Finance, food, healthcare, media, and pharma. These were 5 industries that saw a continuous upsurge and a continuous inquiry from people who are staying at home. Now, obviously, this data, other interactions that I made with so many affiliate marketers, so many companies, competitors within India and outside, as to what's working with them, we pivoted our business model at vCommission. And though we did see a dip in revenue, but we are very, very hopeful we will be back on our growth trajectory and we will be following these trends. So just a disclaimer, I want to tell you that the trends that I will be talking about now are verticals and industries that have worked out for vCommission in the past 6 months of COVID, and we are continuing to focus on them. This is not a study published by anyone. This is just my personal opinion as the CEO of an affiliate network, and doing this by trial and error, doing this by starting and failing, trying and not being able to make it, and trying and suddenly being able to hit a great milestone in revenues again. I thought it would be great to share it with the industry as of now. These knowledge bombs that I will be sharing are India specific as well as global. I will keep telling you what our experience with what industry has been. I will be open to take questions on this as well if required. So this is something that has worked for us, and this is something we are placing our bets on. I call these our focus verticals. Obviously, as a company, as a global company, global affiliate company, we work with a lot of companies globally. We work with a lot of within a lot of industries, within a lot of verticals. So I wouldn't recommend anyone shutting anything down. We at vCommission did not shut any vertical down. However, we changed our focus verticals a little bit to the ones that we feel will be growing more. The first one is online shopping e-commerce. This is inter-border commerce. This is domestic commerce. So online shopping, basically, the trends did disrupt deliveries for a few months locally in India when the country was in a complete state of lockdown. But this has now changed, and we are seeing a very great change in the online shopping behavior of the community of the world. What people are buying, how they are buying it is constantly changing. And this is something that we would like to place our bets on for. This has continued to work for us, by the way, in the past 6 months. And we are placing our bets on this for future as well. October, November, December, Q3 for India and Q4, known as internationally, is supposed to be the festive season where people shop the most. There are most well-known and biggest sales of the industry, where in India we see, from the like of Big Billion Days to Dhanteras, Diwali, and all the festivity sales, to globally from 11/11 to Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So this quarter essentially is the most important quarter. And though people are staying at home, we strongly feel that the trends of online shopping or e-commerce are not going down. So this is something that we are really, really focusing on. Sorry. The second one that we have seen exceptional growth in, particularly in the India region for vCommission, is online scale real money gaming. Cricketing season has come back. So obviously this points out all the more reason to keep focusing on this vertical and keep going big on this one. But yes, while people are staying at home, we have definitely noticed the industry talking about how the online real money gaming is evolving. The third very important segment that I would like to highlight here is health and wellness. Obviously, Nutra is essentially a part of my number one, which is online shopping, and how I put all the commodity and services in that one segment, which includes web hosting and other online tools and services as well. Health and wellness, specifically Nutra, is something that I really want to point out, because as people are staying at home, as the whole COVID fear psychology is growing, people are more and more worried or careful at the same time about their health, and they are doing all the possible measures to stay good in shape. So for people who already worked out, who are working at home, they are searching and buying protein supplements, muscle building supplements. At the same time, people who never worked out are now beginning to work out, or gain a particular weight or shape, and they are trying to buy weight loss supplements and cutting supplements. So this is something that is really growing in the nutraceutical vertical, and I feel this is going to be really big. From not just weight loss or weight gain, even supplements like immunity boosting, even equipment like yoga mats and other innovative health equipment like body massagers or muscle massagers are really doing well. So this is the third vertical that we will be really focusing on. And particularly for vCommission, we will be focusing on two big geos. One is India, of course, and the other one is US. The fourth one, again, this is something that is of much debate, but we feel that we want to place our bets on domestic travel, particularly homestay. As we know that, we have all been homebound for the past 6 months. And as the festivity season is coming up, the travel season is coming up as well. But unfortunately, we don't see a lot of international travel, that is, flights and hotels picking up, but people still have the urge and the want to go out and go out of the confined four walls of their home in a safe environment where they can go and chill with their families, but at the same time ensure that they are safe. So homestays as a vertical is something that we would be really focusing on, domestic to specific geos. But yes, this is something that we will be focusing on. These four knowledge bombs, as I say it, or these four key verticals is something that took us a lot of trial and error, because when the lockdown started, everyone was talking about various other industries and verticals that are expected to go up, which included online education as well and several others. But these are the ones that have worked for vCommission. These are the ones that we have seen success in, and that is why I present this in front of all of you. And if the community can make benefit out of it, if we can all, benefit out of it, take our companies, our people to growth, is something that Tarang and I as individuals would really, really like. We are constantly trying. If there's anything that is working for you and you would want to share with us, I'll be more than happy to talk about. But yeah, this is out in the open of what has been working for us. That's it from me today, and all right on time. Though, like I said, this has been a very, very different experience where, instead of looking at faces, smiling, or, different expressions, different body languages, this is for the first time that I am doing a keynote, and possibly you are also attending a keynote virtually. This just stirs up a lot of emotions, because we as humans are effectively social animals, and we breed from each other's vibes, from each other's energy. And I will really, really miss it from our past years. So my recap of a detailed recap of the past 5 years was just to bring back the memories. Typically today evening after the show, after we've all had our long day, we would have been out partying and drinking and having a good time, but nonetheless, maybe we can raise a toast to each other in the evening virtually. So with this, I leave the show open for the 6th edition of India Affiliate Summit. Please make it a big success by your contribution, your time on site, your contribution to different booths, and your interaction with different companies will make it worthwhile for them. So please go and visit everyone, talk to as many people as you can, because this is a wonderful opportunity. Come talk to me if you want to. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Ms. Bhargava, for kickstarting the conference. Thank you to a wonderful audience as well. Please stay tuned for more action.